when he dealt with those messing up his father's house in the Bible, began to give a wave of command with his hand to all those seated in the front rows. As he waved his hand, those sitting on those rows were carried away by an invisible force, and the chairs became empty. When he got to the third row where I was, he stopped and pointed at me on the third row to stand up. He now began to speak and said that 99% of churches and ministers we have in the world today are on their way to hellfire, and that there must be a radical move to save the situation urgently. The empty chairs of these ministers were to be taken over by believers who are ready to fight in the urgency of heaven for the faith once given to the apostles. Jesus Christ then proceeded to say that he has only one church, and that many of the churches today are not part of her at all, despite the fact that they mention his name and use the Bible to preach and teach what they like as it appeals to them. He warned of the unclean spirits that many ministers have brought into the church, and the false prophets and teachers whose focus is solely on the earth and not heaven. This message is coming at